Have you ever picked up your phone just to take a quick look, and when you realized it, an hour had already passed? If you answered yes, you're not alone. Studies show that we check our phones an average of 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. But what's really happening in your brain when you can't put down this little device? Today we're going to dive into the psychology behind this behavior, and I guarantee you'll be surprised by what science reveals about this. More importantly, I'm going to show you concrete strategies to take back control of your attention. Before we continue, come with me here. You know that feeling that you need to check notifications? That's not a lack of willpower. It's pure brain chemistry working against you. Every time you get a like, a message, or any notification, your brain releases dopamine, the same neurotransmitter associated with food, sex, and even drugs. And here is the detail that will surprise you. It's not the reward itself that's addictive. It's the anticipation of it. Think about it. When you pick up your phone, you don't know exactly what you'll find. It could be something incredible. It could be something boring. This unpredictability activates what scientists call variable reward, the same mechanism used in casinos and slot machines. Your brain enters a cycle: anticipation, checking, small reward, and again. It's like you're on an eternal quest for the next prize. And tech companies, they know this perfectly. It's no coincidence that the feed is infinite, that notifications are red and urgent, that stories disappear in 24 hours. But there's more. Each interruption, even that quick little look, fragments your attention in a way that studies from the University of California show. It takes an average of 23 minutes for you to return to full focus after a distraction. Multiply that by the 96 times you pick up your phone per day. Now you understand why that important project never gets off the ground, why that book doesn't progress, why it feels like the day passed and you didn't accomplish anything productive. First, your relationships. Have you ever been in a conversation where the person grabbed their phone in the middle of it? How did you feel? Probably ignored, devalued. Now think, how many times have you done this? This behavior is silently eroding the quality of our human connections. We're physically present, but mentally absent. Second, your mental health. There's a phenomenon called nomophobia, the fear of being without your phone. Researchers discovered that just separating people from their smartphones increases anxiety levels and cortisol, the stress hormone. Your brain starts treating the phone as an extension of your body. And there's the constant social comparison. You see the edited, filtered highlight reel of other people's lives and compare it with the behind the scenes of your own life. The result? Studies show a direct correlation between excessive social media use and increased depression and anxiety, especially in young people. Now, the scariest part, your brain is being literally remodeled. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself, works both ways. The more you train your attention to be superficial and fragmented, the more you lose the capacity for deep concentration. If you're identifying with all this and want practical tools to reprogram these mental patterns, I've left a resource in the link in the first comment that can really help. It's a guide with personal development strategies that perfectly complement what we're talking about here, including specific techniques to take back control of your attention and build healthier habits. But getting back to it. So, how do you get out of this trap? The good news is that just as your brain was trained for this behavior, it can be retrained. I'm going to give you strategies that really work. First strategy, understand that you're not fighting against your willpower. You're fighting against billions of dollars invested in attention engineering. So stop trying to resist just with discipline. Modify the environment. Start by turning off all non-essential notifications. And when I say all, I mean all. You don't need to know instantly that someone liked your photo. This simple change eliminates the external triggers that hijack your attention. Second, create phone-free zones and times. During meals, first hour of the morning, last hour before sleep. Your brain needs these detox periods to recalibrate. And here's a powerful trick. Keep your phone physically away from you during focused work. Studies show that just having your phone visible, even face down and silent, reduces your cognitive capacity. Third strategy, replace the habit. The brain doesn't eliminate habits, it replaces them. Every time you feel that itch to grab your phone, take 3 deep breaths, stand up and drink a glass of water, or simply observe the impulse without acting. Over time, you break the automaticity. And look how interesting. Use technology in your favor. Apps like Forest, which plants virtual trees while you stay away from your phone, or the scheduled Do Not Disturb mode, change the game. You're using the same gamification principles, but now working for you. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, reconnect with activities that require deep attention. Reading a physical book, having a conversation without interruptions, practicing a hobby. Your brain needs to remember what it's like to truly immerse yourself in something. If you want to deepen these changes and have a structured plan, that resource I mentioned has a complete framework for this. It's really worth checking out. Look, I know all this can seem challenging at first. After all, we're talking about reprogramming patterns that were built over years. But here's the liberating truth. You don't need to abandon technology. You just need to use it intentionally, not automatically. The central question is, who's in control? You or the algorithm? Because every minute you spend scrolling through an infinite feed is a minute we not building that life you really want. It's one less minute invested in real relationships, in meaningful projects, in yourself. Imagine what it would be like to get back 2-3 hours of your day. What would you do with that time? That course you want to take? That shell personal project? More quality time with your family? The answer is there, and it starts with small conscious decisions. So my invitation to you today is, choose one of these strategies and implement it in the next 24 hours. Just one. See what happens. And tell me here in the comments which one you chose and how the experience went. I read them all and love hearing about your journeys. If this video made you reflect, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next content about mind, behavior, and personal development. And remember, your time and your attention are the most valuable resources you have. Use them wisely. Learn how to minimize your phone addiction so you can maximize creativity, increase productivity, and get back time. Click the link in the first comment. See you in the next video.